Add the full screen map for ETS2. That is on the Steam Workshop, guys, so everybody can get hold of it. So if I just scroll all the way back down to where we were, universal and English locations, as we say, then these are my personal mods that I use for my own personal preferences and my own favourites. We've got the Scania reworked 3.1 Scania R700. Then we've got the Scanias RJL, Scania G, R4 series and Streamline. We've got the RJL, Scania T and T4 series. Then we've got the Ford trucks F-Max. Then we've got the release Mercedes Alcatraz MP1 and MP2 series. Then we've got the Alcatraz 5 base file. Then we've got the Mercedes-Benz Alcatraz MP2. Then for traffic mods, we have the Motorcycle Traffic Pack by Jazzy Cat. We have the dev file for that. Then you would place the motorbike file itself on top of that. Then we have the Need for Speed Traffic Pack, which is also downloadable from the Steam Workshop, or you can just download it online, which is more up to date. Just search for Need for Speed Traffic Pack. Make sure you put ETS2 on the end, guys, because there is also one release for ATS. Then we have the Sport Cars Traffic Pack, Traffic Mania version 10.2. That's also by, I would believe, Jazzy Cat. I'll just have a quick look. No, that is done by Traffic Mania C. Then here goes my personal favourites. I made a skin for Angry J Gaming, who is a streamer I do currently subscribe to on Facebook. I'd recommend watching his streams. He is brilliant. It's a combo. Basically what it's got is it's got a truck, a trailer and an own trailer. Then I made a Venom skin. Basically what I did with this one, the trailer was downloaded online. I then made the ownable trailer. No, I didn't. I got the ownable trailer online. I then turned that into a traffic trailer. And then I also turned it into the traffic truck. Then we have my own personal Aquaman skin combo. Yes, I know what's going on with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Much people ain't going to be too keen with her. But still, not being funny, the film was brilliant in my eyes. Then I have my own Paul Walker Mega Combo, which includes the truck, the trailer and the ownable trailer itself. Then we have my Suicide Squad Combo, which includes the skin for the Volvo 2018 670 class. Then we have my Sonic the Hedgehog skin combo, which include the trailer, owned traffic trailer and the truck itself. We have the Sonic the Hedgehog skin that you can get on the Scania S. Then we have the traffic truck itself, AI, which is the traffic AI truck. Then we have my Harley Quinn traffic trailer. Then we have another streamer of mine, his trailers I created for him, which is on Steam Workshop. He's under Ribsose traffic trailer. If you type that in, you can download it. Then we have my own game and trailer traffic personal trailers, along with my traffic trailers 2022, which are the latest versions I've created of my traffic trailers. I've updated them. Then we have K-Bet's traffic, which are my cousin's personal business, which he's got. I've just stole his company logo and stuck it on a trailer. Then we have Jack Daniels trailer, ownable I would believe, as well as traffic. Then we have my cousin's logo on the side of a Scania. Then we get to the cargo, which we have the military cargo pack by Jazzy Cat. Then we have the real traffic density and ratio for ETS2. That just literally put a lot more traffic out in the ETS2 world. Then we have the Railway Cargo Pack by Jazzy Cat base file, along with the English file. You must include this if you want the names to come up in English. If not, they'll come up in all gobbledygook bloody languages you can't read. The same again with the military. You have the base file, then you have the English file, that's by JazzyCat. That does also come with the RUS file, which is Russian, I would believe. Then I personally had the cargo Lightning McQueen, so you can basically transport Lightning McQueen around ETS2. Please guys, Night Furry, if you are watching this, please create this mod for ATS, because Radiator Springs is an American Truck Simulator, and it will be good to literally haul him down to Radiator Springs. Then we have the MOAI statues. You have statues like this on back of trailers. Then we have the alcohol cargo marker by JBM. That is on the Steam Workshop. Guys, if you're interested in downloading this. Right, now we get to interiors that I've created. We get to Scania, SNR, CMI, black and red interior. That's downloadable off the net, but I personally customly changed it, so it basically matches all my skins and all my basically game and theme. Then the same with the DAF 2021 white interior. It's the same thing. Black and red matches my game and theme, along with a DAF XF interior by myself, Crazy Dead Chain Gaming. They will all probably be going up on the Steam Workshop soon, as long as I can do it. And we also have the Crazy Dead Chain Gaming Renault Megane luxury interior. I believe that is for the Renault Premium, I would believe. Then we have the Scania Cabba skin, which is my personal skin for the Scania S. Then we have the Crazy Dead Chain R700, which is for the R700 version 3.1 skin. Then we have a bunch of Harley Quinn skins in this order. Renault Premium Harley Skin Quinn, that's Steam Workshop. Then we have the Harley Quinn skin Volvo F16 Classic Globetrotter XL. Then we have the Harley skin, that's still Harley Quinn. That's on Steam Workshop. Then we have another Harley Quinn, which are trailers. Then we have the Jack Daniels skin, that's for the trucks and paint jobs. Then we have the Harley Quinn, the Harley Quinn skin pack. Then we have the skin Harley Quinn for black and white Scania tees, along with the Harley Quinn skin for Scania RJLs. Then again, the Harley Quinn skin for RGL Scania tees. Then we have the Harley Quinn SCS box owned trailer. Then afterwards, I've put these in because I do like them. They do make the companies look more realistic, with the animated gates. To get these and to put these in the right order, you would basically put them in this order: Company Animation Gates Part 2, then you put Part 1 on top. Then I have the bright truck and trailer lights. That is a Steam Workshop mod. Obviously what that does is that brighten up the standard SCS settings for your truck lights and your trailer lights. Then we have the background lights for V8 panels for new Scania R and S, I would believe. We have the Ford F-Max little tuning pack truck guards and stuff like that. We have the new interior cab lights of all versions. Then we have the Subaru engines and transmissions. We are talking 5,000 horsepower, 2 new gearboxes, bursting sounds, and 500 L fuel tank. Then we have Shaquille O'Neal's GPS voice. That's the only one I like so far. He's hilarious. Then for sound mods, we have the air brake sound mod, the interior noise sound mod, the rain and wiper sound mod, the realistic short sound when refueling, the road noise sound mod. Basically what that does is every piece of gravel and dirt you all ride over, you hear the specific detail of how that would sound. Then you have the sound different air horns, trucks and SCS ETS2. That basically changed the stock horns for silly sounds. You'll hear them in a little while. And all the sound files and mods I have read are on the Steam Workshop. Then you have the Sound Fixes Pack version 22.44. I'd advise you all to get it. It changes the whole gameplay completely. That's also on the Steam Workshop. We have the True Mirror FOV for ETS2. Basically what that does is that corrects all your truck mirrors to the right positions. Then my own personal favourite, as I find it easier to navigate with, the Route Advisor on top bar, brackets, mini mirrors in the corners. Then I've changed the map icons itself to the new map icons Promods version, because yes, I do include Promods in this version. Then the next mods I'm going to show you are my own personal favourites. We have the Realistic Weather, Rain and Thunder Sounds, but version 5.7 by Cass. Then we have the Realistic Brutal Graphics and Weather, version 7.8 by Cass. Part 1, then Part 2. Or Part 2, then Part 1, sorry. Then I have my own photo loading screen. Then obviously afterwards we have the Scale, Hack and Disable. The World Combine background maps. The Crash Fix for huge combo maps. The full screen map for ETS2. The Quick Jobs modded trucks, that's personal to get me started. And the increased road speed limits. And there's only one more mod I need to add, and that is the 2X fuel all stock SCS trucks. And now you've seen the whole mod file, or the whole list of mods I'm now about to use. And Andrew Black, hiya, how are you? Hope you're alright. I'm literally now doing a new area on Euro Truck Simulator 2. I've now set up a mega map. This is my second one that I've done. All the map links are in the description, and the guy that did help me get my map progress is in the description as well. But yes, I'm pretty fine, and I'm just going to quickly set this up. Right. So you've got your three options here. You've got keyboard, you've got mouse steering, and you've got controllers. So for your controllers, you'd want to hit controllers. Me, I've got a manual shifter, so I'm going to hit H shifter, then range. Then before you hit finish, like everybody would, you click the advance, you get this here. Logitech, for some reason, done the wrong way. So you click on this, change that to accelerator, simply then change that to brake. Then if not, you change it to clutch. If not, if you don't, they'll be wired the wrong way. You won't be going nowhere. You'll be swearing. Everyone will be laughing at you because you didn't change a simple setting. But yes, and here's what it looked like. And yet again, obviously everything's going great. Pardon me. Anyway, this, I will say now guys, while we are doing it, this map can take a while to load up on its first load up. So if that looks like my PC's crashed, it hasn't. So yeah, basically guys, if you like the kind of content which I'm doing, basically subscribe to my channels, which are in the following: Crazy Dead Shane Gaming for YouTube, Crazy Dead Shane Gaming for Facebook, and Crazy Dead SG for Twitch. They are the three channels. That's basically everything, which are everything, so we can see. Depends where you are, depends where you're watching from, depends what platform you watch on, it's entirely up to yourself. If you want to donate and support, or buy my merch, that's completely up to you. And also on the Facebook page, the YouTube page, and the Twitch page in my description. I also do have a VTC club on the Truckee app, which has the Dispatcher app built in, so you can basically make your own custom dispatch jobs in the freight market. But if you're starting a brand new profile, they will appear up in the quick jobs. So technically, you're tricking your PC. And thank you for the likes, guys. Basically, before you get your trucks, in a brand new profile like I'm doing, because it's a brand new map to myself, and I wanted to literally test it earlier, I then saved my map before I went to the screens with where you select your controls. I backed it on the main screen on your profiles. What I did, because that's a local one, I put that profile into a RAR file. So if I ever need to go back to anything, because a mod has gone tits up, or basically corrupted, or I need to update anything, I can go back to the start, obviously rearrange all my mods, sort them all out and get going again. Or if anybody wants my profile, I can forward it to them via my OneDrive or Google Drive, one of the two. And if they download the maps from the relevant links in the video, obviously you'll be well away. The mods and everything will be in order. I do have some mods in my Steam workshop. Basically, my Steam name is also Crazy Dead Shane Gaming, in brackets FB, open bracket FB, close bracket, and press enter. You'll find me on Steam. Feel free to add me. And yeah, it'll be good to do. Soon I'll be making a standard profile that will be for convoys. And then I'll be making another one purely just for Truckers MP, which is the add-on everybody know of for basically standard multiplayer. Because they do host convoys and different kind of events online. I haven't ever took part in any, because of different time zones when they run them. They're different time zones to me. I'm in GMT when some of them are done Central Time and all that stuff. But if there's any on while obviously it's like morning or something over here, yes, I most likely will probably join in. But yes, guys, I'll be back in a bit, in a second or two, once this is loaded up. I'll basically be choosing my hometown where I'm going to start. But before I do choose it, I will show you exactly what the map looked like. Don't go nowhere. And Andrew Black, cheers for following me on Twitch. I just saw the message on top. So guys, what we all been up to while we're waiting for this to start, we might as well chat. So guys, what we all been up to, and yes, before I sat down, if you're wondering, I do have a Monster Energy gaming chair, because my old YouTube channel used to be called Monster, or should I think it was Monster Energy Extreme Gaming or something on the lines of that. I'm still sponsored by Monster Energy itself. What I basically did is I signed up to Monster Army and then basically reached out to them due to the fact that my cousins also do motocross and they're sponsored by Monster Energy themselves. So that gave me a bit more leeway to then ask them to then get in touch with their people, to basically then get into contact with me, because I own YouTube, Facebook and Twitch, as you will see. So that's how I basically got started on being obviously sponsored on by Monster. But yes, it's very rare to get sponsors, or should I say sponsors like that. But yeah, so far I am starting to literally get there with my gaming setup. I recently did do a massive upgrade on my PC. If anybody would like the specs of my PC, the easiest way to read it is to go onto my Twitch, because underneath all my panels I do have the whole spec list of my PC up there. That'll be the easiest way to read it. Because all I can tell you now is my PC's got a terabyte M.2 SSD, which is run the OS. A 14 terabyte, which is for like gaming recordings, if I record a hard drive from Streamlabs. Sometimes I'll do offline recordings that's like music in it. So you talk like, for example, if I'm playing American Truck Simulator and I'm driving to Virginia, when I get like 100 miles or something away from it, I'll be playing like the West Virginia song Country Roads or something similar like that. Or when I do the event using the mega map, you can actually run the Route 66. The what's it called? The massive highway on the US called the Route 66. It's about 3,000 miles. I've ran it twice. One at normal speed. I had a pimped out truck with a 5,000 brake horsepower, turned off the AI traffic, and I floored it. I literally floored it through all the towns, didn't bother stopping, and I done it in 45 minutes flat. That's my personal record. If anyone's done it quicker, I'd like to know their time scores. But that's just myself. Some people do like playing the mega maps like myself. Some people like playing stock SCS map, or some people do like just having Promods installed. That's completely up to them. I don't mind how they have it installed. Everyone's allowed their own different opinions. I guess people do obviously agree with that. But yes, for streaming wise, I'm using OBS. I've then got that programmed up to a site or third party thing called Restream.io. Basically what that does is you program all your destinations into that, and then you use a chat overlay, which I'm using now, and that will bring up my YouTube chat, my Facebook chat, my Twitch chat, and that will post everything to my Discord servers when I'm live and everything. So if people are joined in my Discord, they'll also see the notifications, go and broadcast the notifications, they'll get it. And their PCs will all ping saying I'm live. Basically stuff like this. It's all good. It cost me $19 a month, which is about £15.67 Great British pounds, if you all want to know that. It's worth getting, especially if you are a streamer that does it to multiple streams and you want to know a way to basically read all your chat at once, instead of having one device on your YouTube, one device on your Twitch, and one device on your Facebook, for example. Because with Streamlabs, you can't have your multi-stream up on the overlay that will only choose one. Which personally they should do an option where you can change it, put the multi-stream up, then everybody would probably use Streamlabs Prime. Which I do have also, because that is how I run my merch store. But yes, I know I could talk for hours on my setup. But I'm not going to, because we're not here to talk about the setup. We're here to talk about the mega map when it eventually loads. Obviously this does take a while, guys, to load up, because I am running about 150 mods. Obviously, yes, you can see why it took me over 16 minutes roughly to load this. But yes, it is worth it. Believe me, watch when you see the map, when it loads. Trust me, you'll know. So, who else is still here waiting to watch the map? As I've got 3 viewers. Obviously none of them are on Facebook at the moment, but they will probably build up. Where is it? Video quality, 1080p. Basically, guys, yeah, if you're now tuning in and you missed it, I'll run the mega map. The mods were literally shown at the beginning of the video what I'm running and what are mandatory to install to get the mega map running. Obviously from the universal, English, localized, they're all my personal mods up until you get to the disabled scale hack. Then they are the rest of the mods you need. But when you do watch the whole video, it will all make sense and you'll understand it. Basically what you do is to download all the mods in the description, because people have asked me where the links are. Obviously this time now I've got the mega map working. Prior this morning I was just driving about. I chose my hometown and drove to Cambridge just to test it. Deleted the profile. Obviously you're thinking why? Well, I stuck it in a RAR file. I then basically deleted the profile out of my recycle bin, emptied it. Then what I basically done is I re-extracted the profile from my RAR file and then basically started again. And then basically what it does is it just came up with the option where you choose your controls and then obviously load this piece up. And then afterwards you'd load your destination where your main headquarters on the map, and then you basically start driving. So that's basically it. That's how you would load that up. Personally, guys, that's up to you whether you want to download the route advisor on top. But believe me, when you're streaming like me and you're trying to keep your eyes on the road, read your chat overlay and everything else, it's best to have your route advisor up the top than it is to literally have it left and right, because when you're looking up the top, you're looking directly at your screen, so you can read your chat, you can read which way you got to go and which directions the truck jobs are all going to take you. And then all at the same time I got my GPS talking, so you'll hear Shaquille O'Neal talking in a little while. So then that way it will be great. Because yeah, I'll follow the road. Obviously I've got the GPS on the dashboard of the truck. Not so much on the Scania R700 version 3.1 as of yet, till I build my own. But yeah, I use Truckee app for the dispatcher. I'll build my own job. I'll show you how to do it later on. Basically how you guys can do it. And you can personally literally program all yourself and make your own personal jobs instead of doing it from the stock directory and dictionary. That's the easiest way to do it. It's more fun. At least you get to drive from places you want to drive from there and to. You can make your own routes up. You can go from one side of the map to another. Such like I've done a massive job, for example, from Norwich, United Kingdom, right the way up to Reykjavik, which is the capital of Iceland. Then I've done Reykjavik, Iceland, all the way down to Berlin. Or I've done Paris to Berlin. No, don't you dare start singing that old tune. From Paris to Berlin. Don't you dare start singing it, because I know you all know the songs to that. But yes, enough of me talking. We do want this to load up. Don't we, guys? Believe me, my PC has not crashed. It just takes time. It got stuck like this for a while. I believe I just saw it switch. We will eventually get driving, guys. I promise you all, I'm not just keeping you here on a loading screen to get you bored. And yes, obviously, guys, who likes my own personal load screen? Let me know what you all think of that. Yes, I know what you think, Andrew. It takes 2 hours later, but yes, I do have 150 mods. But you would think, personally, with an i9 9900K, 48 gig of RAM, a RTX 3060, and it's personally, well, the only thing that's basically overclocked, going into the MS config, click on boot, then you get two choices. You'd put up this tab, which goes from, let's say, like 2 or 1 all the way up to 32. That's the cores, and then you get the memory. Personally, if you do that on your computer, you touch the cores, that opens all the cores up on your processors, all your processor, because basically when you install Windows, it only sticks it on a single bloody core. When it knows you've got like 32 threads or whatever your processor has, why don't it just program it? It would save time. It took me a while to even know you could overclock it. But yes, my PC hasn't been fully overclocked. But yes, it probably would help if it did. But since I built this one up myself, I don't personally know how to overclock it properly. And if I did, I don't want to risk blowing it up or overheating. I'd personally rather get one of my friends round to then help me overclock it. Who knows what they're doing more than me. And then, basically, yeah, have it overclocked. It'll run faster forever, because I believe they might overclock it something like in the BIOS and the motherboard, or something silly. If they did, that'd be great. But yes, I do have the Asus Z390 gaming motherboard with it. 48 gig, 32,000 mHz. The i9 9900K, the Aqua 360 ARGB water cooler, which is a 3 fans. If nobody knew what 360 was, I have a capture card, 4K, personally, because I have my Xbox One Series X hooked up to this as well, because I need people on my Xbox to basically play online with. Especially for games such like GTA 5, Forza, Flight Simulation, and them kind of games. COD will be on my PC. Because since they took away the aim assist out of Black Ops 4, you're going to find this weird. I cannot do it no more by controller. I have to use mouse and keyboard. When before I went on a mouse and keyboard, I was permanently on controller. Don't ask me why. It's just weird. Oh really? Which combos do you have then, Andrew? Also, word of advice, Andrew, do not try using a convoy, map combo in a convoy. It will crash. I tried it with me and my mate Zach, who also both stream. We started driving down the road for a little while, then the game crashed. So yeah, word of advice, don't try combos in the convoy mode. It will crash. The only maps you can use which are convoy enabled, like North to Alaska, that's a brilliant map, that is. And I also done some digging, because basically, as we know, Alaska, it's all full of snow and ice. I basically found a mod where I add chains on your truck wheels. I have the North. I have the North to the Future map, if anybody would like it. If they message me on the Facebook gaming page, I'd be quite happy to send them the link to my OneDrive so they can download it. It will include the map itself, the what's it called, background mod, so you can see the map up on top, and the mod to get the chains on the wheels. Have you set a map combo up for ETS2 so far yet, or have you not got one? Don't mind me if you hear a hissing noise, I'm only vaping on this. When I can turn it on. You don't get many streamers who will normally who would normally vape during streaming. But yeah, you know how it is. You get stressed. You get bored waiting for this. Not 'cause I'm bored like you lot talking to you lot. It's great, but you just get bored stuck on a loading screen. Ah, maybe. But you've got to ask yourself a question. Do you have all the map mods that I've got? Obviously, if you look in the description, obviously you'll see the maps I've got, because I've put all the links in there, and I've included the person who I originally got it all from, and I've credited him for the map and the progress that I've made so far. But I am waiting for this to load up. Do you personally stream your gameplay? I do just play it for fun. As I see you have a YouTube channel, I didn't know if you was personally a streamer. All it's nice to get to know my fans and followers and subscribers. Nice, you play and stream. Right, what I can do then for you is I can subscribe to yourself if you like. If you give me a second, I'll jump onto my YouTube and I'll personally subscribe to you. Go to channel. Subscribe. Andrew, you do realise you've got your channel set to made for kids, right? So I literally can't turn the bell on and get notified when you're live. Just to give you a heads up. Because when you've got your stuff set to made for kids, you can't get the bell to get notified, and people get notified when you're doing it. Personally, what I'd do is that when obviously you're playing 18 plus games, the easiest way of going around it is putting 18 plus streams, stuff like, for example, excuse the language if any bad language come out or something on the lines of that. That's what I did. At least then I've warned people there probably will be some foul language come out of my mouth. It's just an idea for you in case you want to literally switch the settings so people can literally have the bell icon switched on. I didn't know if you knew. But yes, I've just subscribed to your channel, buddy. Copy that. Paste. Oh yes, and Andrew, just so you're aware, I have just dropped my Steam name in the chat, so if you want to add me on Steam, you can do, and I will play online with you if you ever do want to do Convoy. That's entirely up to yourself. Feel free, then obviously the channel name is there. But yes, that is entirely up to yourself. You've got my Steam name on screen now, so yeah, feel free to add me. Oh yeah. Another thing, Andrew, don't know if you knew. You've obviously made Steam Cloud profiles and local. When you click in the profiles, the first 3 files you get, if you copy them, once you've set everything up the way you like it, obviously copy them, do not cut, for God's sake. If you copy them to a spare location and you ever need to set another profile up, basically what you do is you then paste that into any other profile, and that's basically will save all your configuration settings like your controls, and then you'll basically be able to basically put all, such like for example, all my settings for this, I could then go and paste it into American Truck Simulation. If I then go and set that up, I ain't got to then spend hours trying to figure out what buttons will go where. I can just go boom, and I've got it all. So over here, I would believe we've got MAPPA map. Would believe all this as well. This is all Brazil. Here is United Kingdom. Here is Iceland. Here is Norway. Here is Sweden. Here is Ireland. Here is, I would believe, Germany. Up here is the Netherlands. Up here is France. Over here is Spain. Down here is Morocco. Over here, we have another part of Tunisia. Over here is Malta. We have Italy down here. We have Greece over here. We have over here. We have Corfu. North Macedonia. We have Sibir map all over here. We have Macedonia and Herzegovina. We have the Romania over here. We have Ukraine over here. We have Belarus over here. We have Lithuania over here. In the middle we have Poland. Up here we have Estonia map. Here we have Latvia. We have Finland. We have Russia all over here. Yes, we have Russia all over here. Up here, we all do have Finland and everywhere else like this. Sweden, Norway. So yeah, we've basically got everything over here. But I am now going to press this place, Norwich, United Kingdom, because that's personally my hometown. Do I want a walkthrough? Obviously everybody will say no to that, because as many times as they're set up Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, the lot, they've seen all the walkthroughs. They know what it looked like. It tells you how to run it. It told you how to set your garages up. It told you how to build everything up. So yeah, no, I do not want to see the walkthrough. And we are now about to drive. Finally, we have a mega map. But first, I am going to go into the gameplay and just adjust a few settings. Fatigue simulation, we're going to switch off. Traffic offences off. Personally, just for myself. Time zones, full information. It's always good to know what time zones you're going into. Rain probability, I turn up to about there. Truck speed limiter, turn that off because I don't give a crap how fast I go. Because due to the fact, with the speed mod I've got on here, up to 120 kilometers, you go down the German autobahn, you can go up to about 99 kilometers without getting caught speeding. So what was it on this? Let's just have a quick look and go through this, see if there's anything else I need to do. Braking intensity all the way up. And so basically, yes, we do have a mega map finally. We are driving the Scania R700 reworked version 3.1. Obviously, I'll show you. Basically, what I'll do is I'll just pull out a bit and then I'll basically show you the truck. In case nobody has seen this version of the truck. Personally, it's new to myself, but it may not be to everybody else. So if I pull out here, or should I a bit closer out actually. If I pull it out here to the side, oh for God's sake, you got me joking me in your traffic. Oh yeah, Andrew, if you want to have something great, research a mod called Realistic Brutal Weather and Graphics. You get that for American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, and that'll boot your graphics up the backside. And also, that will basically give you a massive graphics enhancement like I've got right now. But yeah, past the trees, this is what basically the Scania R700 looks like. I press number 1. I'll show you the interior. It looks a bit like this. I'm in the middle of doing my own. basically what I mean by that is any standard truck you get interior files. Obviously you extract everything to spare location inside a different folder. Don't delete it. Obviously change all the interior colours, put that back in the SCS file, replace everything, and then all you'd basically do is then put that back in game, and you get your own interior colours. What I'll do is I'll show you exactly what I mean by this.
Have a shack-tastic drive.
And that's Shaquille O'Neal's GPS voice, and I may use that.
Trip. Turn left.
I don't know if anyone else uses the GPS voice on their games, but I do.
Keep right.
It makes it so much easier. As we are driving around Norwich, or should I say out of Norwich.
Keep left.
15254. What does that mean on it? Hours on ETS2. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of hours, buddy. Andrew, you might have heard of it, but have you ever played on Truckers MP?
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Good. And also, I don't know if you saw what I'd done in the game settings. If you ever want to sharpen up your brakes, adjust the braking intensity and turn it up. And if you're using a keyboard, a controller or a steering wheel like myself, you'll notice a difference. I don't know what your fancy is or controller wise, but I like using the steering wheel or gear shift or pedals. It's more realistic. And you'll see in a moment while I'm driving, I've done some custom trailers and trucks. Or if I see any, I'll point them out to you. If you want your skin done, just give me a holler and I'll do some for you.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit.
Hole number 1. So Andrew, how sharp is my graphics coming through on YouTube? And sound, obviously, of course. I'd like to good old sound and graphic check. Or should I am visual check? Here is a new trailer up ahead of me. I'll catch up to it so you guys can see it. Here we are. You can see the Aquaman trailer I created.
Exit you.
And we are following it. Yes, we finally do have a There's my trailer went past on the right. There's a couple more. There's the Aquaman trailer. There's my cousin's company truck and trailer on the right. So yes, we are driving to Felixstowe. Wow, there's a lot of traffic here. Please put the brakes on, Shane. There goes my Sonic the Hedgehog 2 flying past me. Well, guess what? I'm going to go into first gear, and I'm going to go into the fucking second lane. Seriously. Pile up or what? And that weren't caused by me. Obviously, as you see it, I ran over the side of the road a bit quick. You can hear the detail. You saw which coming, the pile up. And we have my Suicide Squad trailer with the Angry J game, and followed by that we have the Brian O'Connor truck. Paul Walker from Too Fast Too Furious, if nobody knows who that is. Felixstowe's been discovered already. Shit. Ha! You thought you could fool me? Not again. Hell no. Hello, Sonic the Hedgehog.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Yes, sir. I will follow you. So, yeah. Who likes the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer I designed on the day or before the film came out? So I was basically advertising the film. Who reckon I done a good job on that Sonic 2 trailer in front of us? Yeah, I guess sometimes they're alright, AI traffic will be great, or sometimes it'll be completely crap. Come on, go green. I literally created that.
Exit.
If anybody do want any of my mods to load their mega map up, if they want my version, I can put all my mega map mods onto my OneDrive or my Google Drive. So then they can download it all as one file, put it in their mod file, or basically replace it with mine if they don't have one. And then they can load the mega map up all in the order, as long as they follow my tutorial. All the persons which I have put in the description where I got it from.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
But I will say this, between the universal English localization and the standard scale hack, you put your own traffic mods, trailer mods, and accessory mod, or interior mods, all that kind between it. That's exactly what you would do and how you load it. But if anyone want the mods, I would be more than happy to literally forward you them on the OneDrive or Google Drive. OneDrive is more responsible.
Ahead, turn right.
People have had troubles downloading from my Google Drive, but they've had more success with my OneDrive. we have reached Felixstowe.
Ahead, turn left. Turn left.
Right. Hit the left button. Now it turns off by itself.
Ahead, turn left.
I'm only reaching over for the keyboard this time in a stage in time because I haven't got my keybinds programmed.
Now that's barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert. I'm tired of talking. Turn me off.
Yes, I guess everyone finds the sat nav really funny because I do. Alright, do you want me to kiss the gates before you open? For this one, I'm gonna hurry up and skip just so I can get out of this. I got 1,807 for that with 127 XP, which I guess is very, very good for a starter job. So, guys, you know what I'm going to do? Bring up the boring garage. Look. Oh, look, and here's Norwich, Norfolk, United Kingdom, if you've never seen it in the flesh. But I guess if some people do run Promods, basically they'll know. Oh yes, Andrew, I'll give you the name of them files in the File Explorer. If you give me a second. You go into Documents, Euro Truck Simulation, Profiles. I would believe I'd go into new. No. I'll go into that. Is the one ending 67. You will save these 3 files inside your local folder. You'd save your config file, then you'd save your config underscore local file, then the controls SIO file. You literally copy all 3 of these into a spare folder somewhere on your computer or put it onto a flash pen. What that will do is that will then basically save your keybinds, save your game settings. That'll save a lot. Then what you can do with that is then basically you can save and keep all your what's the word for it here? You can keep all your settings, your keybinds, your controller settings, all from any game, ETS. Then you can literally transfer it to ETS without doing any hassle. So we want to go from Norwich all the way down to Paris. And we want to take, for example, and let's have a look. TB Tetra 815J. Let's take that to Paris. Then go from Paris to Berlin. Then we'll take an M1134J, which is a tank from the military. I'm now programming these 2 jobs in via the Truckee app. And basically, when I load back in game in just a hot second, you will then see them now appear up. And while this load up, I'm basically going to quickly go to the loo, guys, because you know how long that takes for this to load. Not as long this time, because I've done the initial install. Well guys, I'm now back anyway. So, let me know obviously what your favourite truck is in the whole game, whether it's a Scania, a Volvo, a DAF, what else is there? An Invico, a Mercedes, let us know. Be interested to know. I started with the Scanias, then for a little while when the DAF XG and the XG Plus came in, I switched to that. Obviously built my own skins, you know, built my own interiors. I'll actually show you them in a second when we load back in before I start anything else. I'll show you exactly what I mean by my own interiors and customised it and everything like this. I've basically done my own. I'm customising. Planning to do is customise my own inside interior for every truck so it matches the colour black and red, so it matches my gaming theme, if you get me. But you'll see that obviously once it's loaded. But I've noticed that American truck simulators, mega map combos do load up a lot quicker than Euro truck. I do notice that, but this one will take a while to load up because I have initially saved dispatcher jobs into the save file. So technically, yes, I have messed about with the SII file using the Truckee app. And also guys, if you play Euro Truck or American Truck Simulator and you would like to drive with me and you do have the Truckee app, please, by all means, feel free to join up my VTC. It's also under Crazy Dead Shane Gaming. We can both, or we can all, maybe one day get into a convoy or do something multiplayer and literally just drive the open road. That's what it's there for. I've got me and my mate Zach. We both streaming it at the moment, but I am looking for more players, so feel free to join it. As long as you got Discord as well, so we can communicate, we'll be all good to go. Obviously now it's loaded back up again, I can put my vaporizer down. So if I go into, say quickly, the truck browser, we've got the R700 here which we're using. If I go into the XG for example, I then go into the inside cab. Here is what I mean technically by a custom interior. How much cooler does that look all compared to a stock truck? Let me know. And then if I go into the Scania S's when I can find them, which is here, this is another truck I've done. So I've now got the Scania S's. Here's my Scania S version that also works on the R. Such like so. If I then click on the R and go inside, you get the same thing. You get different ones. You get the V8. This side, you get the wood. Different seats basically, that's all it is. And then if I go into, where is it? I believe it is the Renault Premium, I believe it is done for. Yes, the Renault Premium. It isn't all finished. And then we have the seats. The Excelente UK, I actually do like that. That's what I've done so far with truck interiors. And also, if I go back in there as well, I'll also show you something else. The DAF 2021 I click on paint jobs, I scroll to the top. I haven't activated it for this one yet. But if I go up to the R700, here's my custom skin I done really quickly for this. It was just to make sure it all works, but I will probably do it properly for that. Then I've got my custom skin for the Scania S, which if I scroll to the top again, we've got my Scania Cab A skin, which is all here. It's got the Facebook, the YouTube link and Twitch link on top. The name of it all, my skeleton on the back. Obviously my same links on the back again with a skeleton name. Obviously further down, I've got my Venom skin I made, which is there. I've got my Sonic the Hedgehog 2 skin I actually done and made. That took me a few hours to make that. I've also got a... So yeah, that is also pretty nuts. But there's skins I've made. So if we go into quick job, for example, I'll now show you. So if we go from, say, up here, it's just quicker. We type in Norwich. If we look from Norwich to Paris, which is here, Norwich to Paris, that is going to take us 8 hours and 45 minutes. Ferry price 300, ferry distance 37 miles, land distance 371. We take it, we are driving a Scania Streamline Normal, 380 horsepower, 280 kW, don't know what that means, but it's 12 speed. So we will take that and we'll see exactly what cargo this is, because I haven't ever seen it. Anyway, let me know what you think of the custom interiors I've done so far, guys. It would be good to get you. It will be good to get you all your feedback. And also, while I'm on the before I do start, I'd like to talk about this. Also, right. So my left and right on my arrows on my Logitech controls the indicators. The up is the window wipers. The down is the cruise control if I ever need it. The A button is the detached trailer when you go and load. Then you've got the B button, which is the horn. The X button, which is the air horn. And the Y button is for the lights. Yeah, the X is for the high beam. The B is for the horn. The A is to the detached and attached trailers. And the Y is for the lights. And so on.
Win or go home. Let's get the playoffs started. Drive safe.
And OZSMES, hello. Haha. Lovely. So basically, I can't even get out. I went the wrong way to get out, let's see. It depends on the load. But we'll have a look, see what we're literally carrying on the trailer in just a hot second. So, we are taking some kind of army truck, I would believe, or some kind of truck on the back, in a Scania Streamline. Oh yes, and guys, if you do ever want to create your own skins, you can get the templates for the trucks, the trailers, and the AI traffic all come with Mod Studio 2. To do the editing and all that kind, you can use a free piece of software called Paint.net that opens DDS files and also PNGs.
Turn right.
That's how I do all my editing. It saves me paying about 400 or 500 quid for like Adobe Photoshop or the other one, what's it called, Photoshop or Adobe. It's up to yourself. But personally, just for truck skinning, like for this kind of thing, I personally use paint.net.
Continue straight.
Oh yeah, and Andrew, like I did ask earlier, how does the graphics and how does the sound seems to you through YouTube? And there's my truck on the right, see? Oh, I've got to go straight, that's why I didn't say exit.
Keep left.
Let's see if we can do this one job without no damage, shall we? No damage, no speed, and do it all on time, at the right time, and see what happens. Yeah, cruise control works if I need it. Nice, cheers for that, Andrew. Cheers for doing the check for me, you're much appreciated. I've subscribed to your channel. In case you may have noticed. And also guys, I will be running a second YouTube channel very soon. Once it's activated and live, I'm just going through the initial status of waiting 24 hours. The channel name will be announced. And you what in front of me is actually another streamer I do watch on Facebook. If anybody was wondering what the trailer was for and why is it pink, because it's her gamer logo I stuck on the side of the trailer and made it for her for Euro Truck Simulation and American. Same with Angry J Gaming, who just went past on the right. Yes, Andrew, I don't know if you did hear me talk about the files. In the local files you can copy to save your configuration. In case you wanted to import one setting from ETS over to ATS or vice versa, so you knew how to do it without literally playing about with buttons trying to figure out which goes where.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
If any of you also know of any good mods to use, feel free to literally leave them in the chat and I'll literally give them a go and see what loads and see what don't. But I'll be doing it on a separate profile and I won't be messing with this one, so it took me a while to set this up.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I'll just clone the profile and then do it.
Exit loop.
And there's a reason being also why I have the navigation screen the way I set. It's because if anybody asks where I'm driving to or what city I'm navigating past, I can literally announce it. Which obviously do probably make sense all to you all. The only thing different compared to this Mega Map combo compared to mine, my other one I had, is this one do not have live cities or
keep left.
Real live cities installed. Basically what that does is that make pets walking about So make the city look real life.
Exit.
I may have took the wrong way, which I did, so I've got to go round the roundabout again. Dudes an insect, they fly in my bedroom. A moth, to be precise. It kind of literally put me off and made me jump. But if it's a moth, I don't bother minding because I'll end up flying out my window anyway. As long as my cousin's truck don't cut me up, we'll be perfectly fine. Andrew, has a question for you. Do you just stream to YouTube, or do you stream to either Facebook and Twitch as well, or are you just a sole streamer straight to YouTube? And if you're wondering how I got the overlay down the bottom where it's a scan your streamline and all the information, it's due to the Truckee app, guys.
And then turn left.
Oh lovely, you're on all. I didn't realise. I actually thought you were just like straight to YouTube or just about it.
Keep right.
If you want to hit me up on Facebook, obviously you know it, it's the same as YouTube, it's up to yourself. Or if you drop me your Facebook game page name, I'll subscribe to you.
Keep left.
And obviously when I go on Twitch, I'll literally subscribe to yourself after this stream anyway. Right, we're sitting at 70 and I'm keeping my foot on the old gas where it's 70, but yeah, when you do that, it does kind of start to hurt your feet. So I will put the cruise control on for a little while just so I can rest my feet. I'm not doing it to be lazy. And NAKUL Gamer, hello. How are you? Oh, hello. That's horn number 1, the air horn, and that's the standard horn if anybody was wondering what they sound like once I did stick the horn mod on. So, everybody that's watching, what do you all think of my driving so far?
Turn left.
Basically, I think that's called Live Cities or Live Cities, one of the two. Basically, yes guys, if you now tune in, what that mod does is to actually put peds walking around all the cities. Yes, it does look real effective because that does make it look more realistic. Even though you're thinking, why the hell would you want peds walking around in either American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator? And also on Euro Truck Simulator, I have the real corner shops 1.2. So you see, like on the corner shops, you see like Starbucks, all the American banks, hotels, and obviously, yeah, it's very quite interesting, very detailed. But when I do go back on the American Truck Simulator, I'll do mod overview of all my loadout, what I have got. And I did get all my mods for that by Retro Gamer. He's a brilliant YouTuber to follow.
Exit left. Keep left.
I only follow YouTubers that would literally, not saying this to be nasty.
Exit you.
When it comes to combos, I'll follow them as long as their combos actually work, and they're not Aussie dead combos. You load them up. You take all the time to build the profiles up. Obviously, you get to the final part where you're about to load it, so you literally sit there and think, great, oh, I'm now about to load this combo up. It took me a while to build it. Hopefully it'll all work. Once you've placed all your mods in order, you get to that point. You've watched their video, you've gone pause, start, going through it, loading it up. Obviously, as they say, you go through it. If it goes to the point where it's all dead and it crashes and loads, well then you go and let them know exactly what goes on. So yes, you've got my Sonic the Hedgehog trailer you saw the skin for, the traffic track, as well as my Suicide Squad trailer being pulled right there. And again on the left, you've got Ribsosei's trailer, which is a Facebook and Twitch and YouTube streamer, pulled by the Sonic truck. Which you guys up by thinking them trucks do look pretty effective.
Keep your eye on the ball, and then exit left.
You've got my mate's Def Zaxi,
Exit left.
which is a Twitch and YouTube streamer, but is also brackets Def.
Keep left.
So no judgment if you do go and watch him, he doesn't talk that much.
Turn left.
I better slow down to 40 miles an hour.
Keep left.
Falk Stone has been discovered. Oh yes, and I just remembered I did forget to install 2 mods, which is I would believe they're called Smoke My Trucks and Traffic Smoke, or Traffic Truck Smoke. Basically what that does, as the same with ATS and ETS, both on Steam Workshop, just type in smoke and that'll come up. You add them to your mod list, activate them, basically you'll get the smoke come up at the top of the stack / exhaust. Or wherever you get come out the sides, the top, wherever your exhaust are on the truck, you'll see smoke come out. So it makes that more realistic, as well as ducks most of the AI vehicles as well. Sometimes you can be driving and you can get one idiot blow loads of black smoke out at you. And you're thinking, really? Come on. Oh, I've made the ferry. This is brilliant. Now the second part is, can I load the trailer on without clipping it? Now normally if I turn in about here and then straighten her up about now, that should follow me down here without getting clubbed, without going Scooby-Doo. Like this. Then we go, when it's loaded up, we can go Folkestone to Cali. You'll see the screen go pink in just a second. Don't ask me why, it's just part of my photo screen. I don't know why I always do this, but it just go pink on this specific bit when I use my own personal screen. But we are now in Cali. Yes, you guys, you probably think that would be lovely and helpful if I do actually release the parking brake. As we all know, as ETS2 and ATS2 players also, us guys would normally, some of us, not all of us, not criticising you or saying nothing, it's your opinions, would normally use tools like Cheat Engine or TSSE tool, so they can go and cheat out your levels or even your cash, so that you go and buy your own truck straight away and buy all your garages. Personally, I used to, I'll admit it, I used to cheat the money. Just so I could start up, get my own trucks, then buy another 4 so that I can get some drivers in. Now to be honest, I don't do that anymore. I leave it all blank so I can make all the progress myself. So I'm now thinking, right, I got a new mega map. That's now about time I literally come out the fact where we're all going to be bloody cheats. And literally come out the fact of the cheating stage and do it all serious. If that all makes sense. Seriously, you had to. Why couldn't you let me through?
Ahead, turn right. Turn right.
And everybody, if you pay attention right now, and you look how clear my vein is, that is realistic brutal weather and now it's called realistic brutal and realistic weather, or realistic graphic and brutal weather, or something on the lines of that. And that's why the rain looks so more realistic. And if it thunders, you'll hear the correct sounds and what it sounds like normally, which I believe thunder is going to kick in very soon.
Keep right.
We have apparently 3 hours to get to Paris. But yeah, how much detail did that rain want to give? I'm going to go up to about 70 guys, because after that I will lose the grip and concentration of the truck due to the fact it's raining, and everyone that's played American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator will know the feeling of it. It gets very annoying, especially when you're trying to challenge yourself to do a job and get no damage and get all the right speed and everything. And obviously, as soon as you've done one, obviously, you basically screwed yourself up. It gets kind of annoying. And for me, so far, I've done rather well, not saying nothing. I should say, not necessarily saying nothing, but not jinxing nothing, if you'll get my drift. But how literally much detail did that rain want to throw out at me? Let me know what you guys think of the realistic brutal weather and graphics mod. That's it, I got it right this time. Realistic brutal weather and graphics. If you search for that on Google, you'll come up to a site, I think it's version 7.8. You'll get part 1 and part 2. The best way to load it by these settings. I'll extract the first part, make sure on the end of the file you put part 1. Then when you extract the second, you put part 2. Then you also download the thunder sounds, the rain and thunder sounds with it, and then that'll sound so amazing. Like listen to the thunder. Obviously you'll hear it a bit better in a minute. When it thunders again, listen. I'll stay quiet in case it thunders, okay? Trust me again, it's not going to blow your thunder now, is it, now I mentioned it?
Keep
how
right,
much
or
detail
come
does that
home,
look
and
with the
then exit
rain?
right. Exit right.
Alright guys, here's a question for you, right? Give me a vote down in the chat who's watching, who plays Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator, who uses the GPS voice or the voice navigator and who doesn't. Give me a vote. Let's see the numbers creep up. If I slow right down at 31 and then it tells me to speed back up to 70, I wouldn't be happy.
Keep right.
Yeah,
Go
see,
home,
speed
and
limit
then
fucking
exit
changed.
right.
As soon as you correct yourself, then that's one thing I
Exit
hate.
right.
No, I'm not trying to race the truck, guys. That's actually quite nice to know. Did I say left or right? Ah, I said right. Do you download GPS sound voice mods or do you use standard? Right, we have 233 and we've got 47 minutes left. Let's see if we can do this without fueling for anything. Let's see if we can. Who reckons we can? We've got 46 miles left, which is an hour and 10 minutes worth of game. And out of this, out of 740 gallons, we've got 232 left. Who reckon we'll get an empty tank before we get there?
Continue straight.
And Andrew, with your route advisor, do you have it set on the left, the right, or up the top in the centre, like I've got it set up? What's your favourite way of doing it?
Continue straight. Ahead, turn left.
You should download the Finnmark, trust me. That makes it a lot better than using the stock. Yes, we're on our way to Paris, guys. Guarantee
At
it's
the
something.
roundabout, take the second exit.
That's what I was going to say. I said, I guarantee it'll take seconds. How do you even you just completely hide the route advisors on the way? Oh, wow, that's surprising. I know what you mean, like sometimes when it's in the corner that gets out of the way of all your instrument panels so you can't see everything if you're one for like watching everything, to keep an eye on the truck. I get that.
Ahead, turn right.
I said turn right, didn't I?
Turn right.
Aha! We are here. Welcome to Paris, everybody. Welcome to paradise. They reckon it's the islands.
Now that's barbecue
Of
chicken
romance,
alert.
don't they?
Barbecue chicken alert. I'm tired of talking. Turn me off.
Yeah, so everybody find my sat nav funny. It's Shaquille O'Neal's voice, and it's in the Steam Workshop. Oh, it would be lovely. I shifted it into reverse gear. Whoops, I may have hit the truck, but I didn't hit nothing else. So yes, we had more of a sensible drive. Now let's see what once I can get in the place. I can't even get in the bloody service station, service lot, look. Let's see. Ah, we're in. We're in. And now let's have a go at trying to pull this weight up. I haven't ever parked a trailer this big, so bear with me. I want to try and do it so I can master it. When I spin that the other way, because you've got to remember with parking trailers it's the opposite way. I will eventually get it. It just takes time and practice. Haha, I'll have that. That's green. Let me. That's good enough for myself for my first attempt parking a trailer that size. Right, guys. I'm no level 2. We're just at one job. I will add in that and that. Let me know what people's choice of first skills they had. Wow, that actually pushed me right up to 11. That was actually pretty decent. But guys, what I'll do is log out a second just once more. Reason being is because if I just want to add what, about 3 more things to this. Aha! Living cities is what basically make the peds walk around. And if you, Andrew, if you want to do this yourself because you run a combo, if you look for increased road speed limit, you'll see this come up. Basically this one here, increased speed limit's 120. You can then travel about 120 mile an hour kilometers, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I haven't worked it out. But what you can basically do is you can go. The speed limit I've got so far down the autobahn in Germany is 99. But anyway, that's me. And also, I am going to put in the smoke. So yeah, smoke in my trucks and traffic truck smoke. You'll now see the difference. So I will put that just before the sound mods. That was just before the sound mods, wasn't it? And then hit confirm changes. Then I do this. The one you go around places like Paris, Brazil, Germany, all the major cities, you'll see people now walking. Guarantee you. Anyway, see you guys when it's load up. It won't take too long because I haven't loaded no more jobs in it. Andrew, I have also just followed you on Twitch. If your Twitch name is, excuse me for saying that on my stream, Drew ST Black 156, and you have a photo of a truck. If you do, I've just followed you on Twitch as well. So now I've got you on your Twitch and I've got you on your YouTube. Sorry guys, if you couldn't see me, I was just basically filling up my vaporizer on stream. And I know, yes, my fluid bottle is rather big, it's a 200ml. Normally it costs me £20 a Great British, but that does normally last me a full 30 days. Where like 100ml would only last like 2 weeks. And good. You may have just seen me add 3 mods to my mod list. But Living Cities mods, all it does is it adds peds walking about around the cities. The smoke mods, as in smoke in my trucks, add the smoke that comes out of your own stacks, as long as you use the stock trucks. And it will, the traffic truck smoke will obviously act and then pull the smoke out of the traffic trucks. And also the increased speed mod you saw at the top of my list if you did. That will increase your speed up to 120 kilometers on some roads. The fastest I've seen travelling is 99 kilometers along the Autobahn. That is the fastest I've seen so far. I haven't been across the whole map to check it, because obviously since I've had my other combo, I've obviously changed it and started again. After, I did get up to level 7. I didn't want to revamp that profile in case something glitched, so I thought I'd start a new one. But you can all laugh at this one, right? He doesn't know it yet, because he hasn't watched my stream. But my mate Def Zaxony, who I mentioned earlier, my mate Zach, basically, he asked me to set up a profile with his Steam account details. I logged in, done it all basically. Obviously put all the mods in order, then basically put the mods up on OneDrive, obviously send in the mods, the profile, etc. So I did. And then since then, obviously I've got this combo which I'm running now. Basically what he's doing is he's running my old combo, and unless he watches this video, he ain't gonna know I've completely changed the combo. Pretty funny, eh? But yeah, that is pretty funny, to be honest. I do find things like that rather funny. Considering I think, I just tell him I got one mod, or one mod combination, mega map combination running perfectly fine. Then I'd follow somebody else, and then their mod would be similar to the 1.4.3 version that we all know of. So then, that get all done, I didn't get better, and obviously that map looked a lot better, because in the other mod, or in the other mega map I would try and add in like EAA, Maghreb, and all their maps into that, and then that'll just basically knock Promods completely out. But this mod, this Mega Map mod combo that I found, the person that's in the credits, he literally helped me, or basically had the tutorial up on YouTube. I followed it straight away on a dummy profile first to make sure it all worked. And then basically afterwards I loaded it up, I selected Norwich, well I started on this one, and then all of a sudden I loaded it. I then started driving to Cambridge, and then away I went. I deleted the profile, made my permanent one I'm going to use, which I'm now using now. Obviously, yes, I haven't finished adding mods, so every now and again I will be adding mods to it. But anyone who makes a Mega Map combo, while you are offline, and you have a smartphone, or you do what I said with the RAR trick, and you do a local profile, if you use a trucky dispatcher or something, look at that. Once you know your profile's working, and you got it set up and you're happy how it is, before you set it up, and you get to the bit where you select what controller you're using, you back out, you go to the main screen, you find your profile in the directory, in the profile bit, you create a RAR file with it, you save it. So then basically it's a brand new profile, you know it's going to work. Then you load your game up, you've got your profile basically backed up. You then save it on another hard drive in your PC somewhere in case you have to flatten Windows, so that save you haven't losing your profile. And then obviously you're safe on that key, or you can just basically, or you can literally put your profile on to a flash pen, as well as your mods, as long as your flash pen is large enough. Personally for me, I have about, including my SSD, my M.2 SSD that is, that's on the board that's on my OS, I have another 3 hard drives in mine. I have one personal for storage, stuff like music, pictures, downloads, all that stuff. I have the second one, which is my 14 terabyte, which have all my Blu-rays on it, because I'll tell you for this and all, even though I've gone off subject very quick. If you have a Blu-ray reader / writer, or whatever you have, 4K, the lot in your PC, you have it plugged in, you get DVD Fab, 365, you can rip it. That will break all the protection. That's the best program advised you to use. Then you'd use a program like Cyberlink, Power DVD 20 or 21 or whatsoever. Or whatsoever the new releases at the time. You can then play everything from your hard drive, you don't have to have discs. I've done it personally because back when I was a child, do with music discs especially. My sister asked to borrow one of my Clubland CDs. I think it was the Clubland 18, I think it was, or something near the time like that, between the Clubland 18 and 20. I got the disc back, it's full of scratches. Before I gave it to her, that wasn't. So yeah, I got a bit peed off because that one of my brand new discs I saved up for. It took me a while, you know how it is, especially if you're a child growing up. You save your pocket money up, you want a disc, you go and buy it. That's how it was. Obviously, they go and scratch it, you go in and tell your mum and dad. They think, no, it weren't. That was yourself think, no, it weren't, because that's literally brand new today. Receipts are here. Look. She scratched it. Don't know what she done with it, but she scratched it. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, and I didn't get a chance to rip it to my hard drive, look. Because normally, I'd buy a disc like that, because as you know, when they stop producing the discs, and you get a box set like that, they can be worth a mint. But enough talking about that. I'm just still waiting for this to load in. It will take a while because it's loading the Living Cities mod into the game. But once that's in, we'll carry on driving. But anyway, guys, while I had my mods and literally loading the game, thank you for sticking with me. It is much appreciated, because I know how annoying it can be with you lot just staring at the screen and watch me talk about crap. But yet again, I've got to talk about something to obviously keep you guys entertained, whether it's about gaming or anything else. But if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to fire away while this is waiting to be loaded up. I'd rather you ask me sometimes while I'm driving or while I'm pulled over, or it's up to yourself. If you have any questions, feel free. I don't mind. It's either going to load or it's going to spaz out with this mod, so it's either two options. I don't know what it's going to do, because obviously this mod weren't supposed to be in this combo, but I've added it just to try it. What I should have done is added it from the start. Then that would have literally synced all at the start. It would have made a lot of sense. But you learn these mistakes. I should have literally read my loadout and obviously added my own personal mods of my own choice. But yes, if anyone want that mod for their own combination of maps, just type in live in cities and put it for either ETS or ATS, whatever current version, because if you accidentally download the wrong one, it will crash, and you'll soon know. But if you've got both games, put it in the right mod folder for the right game, load it up, and it will basically load. But the real Corner Shots 1.2 is only and only for ATS. It will not work in ETS2. Unfortunately, yes, I've tried it and it crashed, which is a pity, but they should do one for ETS2. It would make the game more look realistic, driving past Starbucks or anything else like that. But that would be lovely to see it. So, who else is here waiting patiently as well as me then? We have one on Twitch, and we have two on YouTube, and we have 0 on Facebook. Obviously I might have to just pull the view count over a bit, because you guys can't see it on YouTube, on the Facebook side, but you can see the Twitch and the YouTube itself. So I might just have to pull it over a bit. It's one thing I keep meaning to do. But I'm sorry I didn't get around to doing it. And yes, if you guys do see me literally sitting here with my hand underneath my throat or like this, it's not the fact I'm trying to strangle myself. It's normally a comfort zone to my throat to stop me... stop my speech impediment playing me up so I don't stutter. Obviously it's annoying. Everyone have their own problems. So yeah, don't be alarmed. I did mention this earlier, but I don't know if many people who have tuned in since have actually literally known. Oh yeah, and Andrew, I did mention earlier, do you use keyboard controller, or do you use keyboard and mouse to literally play the game with? I never did kind of get a reply. I didn't know if you heard. I'll give this a few more minutes to load. because we have no idea if the game's crashed. Or whether my PC has. Now, my PC hasn't. Obviously, I've just got the blue circle going now. I've literally pushed the ALT and tab. Which is a good sign, because I know my PC's still active and spinning. Because when you don't get like an egg timer like you used to get, you don't know if it's working, do you? You can just sit here thinking, has it crashed? That's the only thing with Windows going up from, I think it was Vista and higher, I think it was, or even 7, I think. You don't get the funny egg time anymore. That's the only one downside I personally think to Windows. They got rid of the egg timer feature. I'm definitely going to leave it, see if this do load up, because like I just mentioned, the PC hasn't crashed. And hello newbie. I'm just waiting for this to load back in. So do sit patiently with the others, and nice, you got wheel and keyboard. You haven't got pedals? Ahaha! We have it. We are back in the game. So it's all... Everything is looking the same. Obviously, yeah, everything's looking the same up here. Reykjavik's all up here, which is good. Everything's over here. We now have a mega map back. It hasn't damaged it, it just took a while to load it all in. So if we go into quick job, so if I hopefully type in Paris to, it was Berlin, wasn't it? If I type in Berlin instead, that hasn't come up. So what we'll do is we will run... There's plenty of Norwiches. Ford F-Max. We'll run Norwich to Norwich and see what the Ford F-Max is first. Then we'll see if that loads. Now that just crashes. But it's always good to know what crashes and what don't. But that is a pity. But I will load this back up. Nice, you have a G29, it's the same as me. Right. If you heard what I said about the configuration files, once you've got all your buttons set up, you copy them into another place. So if your PC ever go down or whatsoever, you've got your configuration all saved. Well, basically what you do with that is afterwards you can then reapply your configuration if your PC ever get reformatted. You save your configuration file with all your button maps and everything settings, all the settings saved a lot, back into your previous profile if you make a new one, and then all of a sudden that's all good. You're back to how you was. You don't have to sit there programming for hours what this button does, what that does. It's just great. That's how I always do it. Because basically what I've done is I copied the control fig, the control local, and the controls SII. Then I pasted it to the Euro truck from American Truck Simulator, and voila, I've got all my configuration for this game and ATS the same, so I haven't got to set up buttons for this and different button for ATS. It's all exactly the same, and that does save you a hell of a lot of time. So if you ask me to ever make you a profile up, such like of the mega map I've got with my mods, for example, I could give you my configuration, for example, for this Logitech wheel I have, the G29. You can then load your game up. You'll have all my configuration settings, all my main settings, all my control settings and everything. Literally tweaked the best way ever. But if you ever come across any realistic truck physics mods, do not put it in on ETS2, because that'll just literally make you even get it hard to get up to 50 mile an hour. Not like the realistic trucks and physics mod by FRK64 on ATS is a lot better than the one on ETS2, believe me. If you try it, I loaded it in a mega map I did, and by Retro Gamer, obviously after he showed me all this mod load up, and obviously it changed the whole way you drive a truck. But yeah, talking about ATS, my favourite truck I like driving on that at the moment, the standard truck, is the Mac Anthem, and a modified truck, or modded truck as people call them, is the Haterbuilt 4.0 experience, which is the better version of the Viper 2 that you can find in the Steam Workshop. The only difference is you get the Haterbuilt version and you get the Peterbuilt, or the one with that mod. Plus, you get more of a customization, more chances to customize it with the Haterbuilt. You get more options. You get the custom show bumpers. You get a chance to have a CB radio, sit there, make it all look very fancy. One day, Andrew, when I'm streaming American Truck Simulator, I'll boot it up. I'll get into one of my Haterbuilts. I've got one to two versions of it. Basically, what I've done is I've got one with a 5,000 brake horsepower, just for messing about, and I've got one as a normal. Basically, what I mean, like 1,000, just so you can pull heavy cargo. Felixstowe to Amsterdam, no. Felixstowe to Manchester, I know. Luxembourg, I will just quickly have a look, see what we got. See if Berlin does load up. I know, Felixstowe to Birmingham, I'll take that job. This one loaded up. I'll take this. Fair enough, I'll do this one then. We are now driving a Mercedes-Benz and new Alcatraz. I'll then do this.
Alrighty then. I know exactly where that is. Let's go.
I can now push for F5s and then put the sat nav up the top like this. And before I go anywhere, I like to say which way the gate is before I go forward and get myself trapped. Right, now I know I've got to go left. And also, Andrew, word of advice, as you do single player, if you haven't loaded it, type in your Steam Workshop next time you go on it, ×2 fuel and air pressure, so say ×2 fuel, and load that at the top of your combo, and it will basically double the amount of fuel you can get in your tank for long distances. Oh, normally some of these gates, right? You'd have to get so close in there and I've kissed the gates to literally let these open.
Turn left.
When we get into Birmingham, what I'll do, guys, is I'll show you exactly what I mean with the Living Cities mod. I just loaded in.
Turn right.
The Living Cities mod, what I just loaded in, guys, I'll show you exactly what I mean,
Right.
what it does when we get to Birmingham, because that's a major city. And then you'll see exactly what I mean.
Ahead, turn right.
But yeah, Andrew, by any chance, what do you think of the realistic graphics and brutal weather mod I've got loaded in for the detail? On the graphic sharpness. Have you noticed any difference, or is it still the same? Whoops, I'm burning. Or if I'm close enough now, you may see people if I go slow enough. As we are in Felixstowe.
At the roundabout, take the 4th exit. Exit route.
See how much notice all the truck and AI cars and vehicles lights are with the brighter truck and trailer light mod is on. It just literally helps you, especially when you go down roads which get really dark. it does help. So we will literally be on our way right to there. We're now leaving Felixstowe to go all the way down to Birmingham.
Keep right or go home, and then continue straight. Continue straight.
Like, even you can tell when you look through my rear, look through my side mirror on my right, how literally bright my indicators are.
Continue straight. Or go home, and then continue straight. Continue straight.
Normally what I do I normally have an extra mod in here called 6 mode of window wipers. You're probably going to ask me why it gets so nuts. Because this rain gets so ballistic, because it's so brutal. Well, that is called realistic, brutal graphics and weather mod. So yeah, it's going to get bleeding brutal. So you do need the speeds of window wipers to keep up with the bloody rain. Obviously, yes, you guys can see the detail of the rain at the moment, even though it's very light. But believe me, with a thunderstorm, you can bloody hear it. Let's just put it one way, for example. Some of you guys run it through 2-channel speakers, some of you run it through 2-channel stereo headphones, or some people like streamers, like gamers like myself, will have a AZGE, Roex, Strix, 7.1 creation headphones, or they'll have Turtle Beach or something along the lines of that kind of thing. That powers 7.1 or 5. I got mine set up as 7, so every minor detail with thunderstorms and stuff, you are going to hear it go nuts through the subs. And believe me, the first time I heard it, boy did I jump out of my skin.
Continue straight.
And normally when it rains, it does put you off and all.
Continue straight.
People say, as some people will say, basically turn off the detours or random road events. Well, where's the fun in that? You turn it off and you get rid of all the roadworks. Like this. Oh, what have they done? Block the roads? Guess what? I don't think so. Is that via speakers or headphones, mate? Listen very carefully. Basically what you are hearing is the realistic brutal weather, rain and thunderstorm sounds compared to the standard SCS. Now how amazing does that sound? Personally me, I'd say it's a big improvement. But if you ever do want to learn or actually want to know how you turn up the sounds like that in your settings, the two settings I found out that worked is you'll turn up your world sounds right to the top and the ambient sounds. You turn them both up max. And then obviously you can hear everything outside. Can I skip past it? Yes, I can! Now, how amazing did that thunder sound, everybody? Or should I say, how amazing did that thunderstorm sound? And again, see? This will be my last job for the night, guys, as it is just gone past 3 o'clock. And due to health reasons why I'm not naming out on YouTube, Facebook or Switch, they're personal, I will literally be heading off.
Keep right.
But I am glad I have got my Mega Map combo on the way I started.
Continue straight.
So once I do get to Birmingham and obviously done this job, I will be heading off for the night. And on tomorrow's live stream, the realistic brutal weather link will also be added. So if anybody who play these games and they do want to download realistic brutal weather, they'll be able to. I'll research it and I'll add it in the description for you all on the next stream. I'm sorry I forgot to try that this time. Does it? Yeah, there's probably a bit of a few
Continue straight.
It seems like there's a setting need to be changed on my PC. It happens every now and again. Cheers. Anyway, Jack, UK1, how are you? I'm literally running a new mega map combo, if you noticed. Yeah, I'm good. Just running a new mega map combo on the 1.44 Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Keep left.
Oh shit! Whoops, that's the only mistake or mishap that I had, because I was actually supposed to take that exit. I tried turning too quick. Or should I say too late and all. Oh, that may have been painful for that trailer. Yes guys, I do have another YouTube channel being set up. As a secondary, it will be mainly used for simulation games like this, and American Truck Simulator, Farming Simulator, the Bus Simulator. I can't remember which version I do have in my Steam library, but it will be that, if I can get my Logitech G29 wheels to work with it. I will have a look at a later date. We've discovered Birmingham, guys. Obviously, apart from me damaging the trailer probably just then. How is everything?
Keep right or go home, and then turn right. Turn right.
Oh shit, long. At least I admit my mistakes and got in the wrong lane.
Take the first exit. Exit route. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Well, thank you very much.
Exit route. Keep left. Keep your eye on the ball. And then turn left.
Oh crap, I went past the place. Because normally I'm used to the one down here. But because we've done that, I have also discovered a man truck dealer.
Keep right or go home. And then turn right. Turn right. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Bleeding rain, that's all it is.
Exit route.
The crash isn't my fault, guys, it's because it's raining. Normally when it doesn't rain, I won't crash. But then normally you do get people telling me to turn their weighing intensity down, but if you turn it down, that's not more realistic, is it? Because you'll have the weather literally completely clear all the time. And literally, how much fun is that? Well, it's not a challenge when it doesn't rain at all. Obviously, some people will probably get the point of this.
And then turn left.
Oh look, we are here.
Now that's barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert. I'm tired of talking. Turn me off. Turn left.
Right, we are going to say let's play it safe and press enter. I'm going to press number 2. And I am going to spin it this way a second. And I'm going to slowly line it up. And slowly pull it this way. You sod. I want to go forward a bit. Like so, then reverse very slowly. As long as I turn it very slowly. Now, away. Now, ho! I then had it all beautiful and then lined up and all. And then I've kind of buggered it up. But you can, I might have just lined it up a bit better for doing this. Here I can get it this time. Got it! Told you, I had a feeling I'd do it. Righty-ho then. That's level 2. All in the night. Pardon me. But yes guys, as you can see, we did start with Scania. Then we have a man. So if I go over to here and go access mod. We have the Mercedes-Benz MP2 Aral low roof. We go in Scania. As long as they all appear up, I can show you. We have the RJL normal, G normal, 4 Scania normal, T normal. We have the T4 series and we have the Scania reworked R700 version 3.1 top line, which I'm going to be running. In here we have the Ford F-Max Space, and so on. And yes, my new Mega Map combo looks like this. All of the United Kingdom here. There is Ireland. This is all Brazil. Here is all Spain, you can tell because Madrid's right there. Obviously Paris is here, so this is part of France. Here's Milan, so down here is Italy. All that is Italy. I believe here is Corfu. No it isn't, Corfu's over here, sorry. This part, I don't know what it is. Something. Up here. Really? They got that in the name, look. S-L-U-T-S-K. Slut S-K. That's actually quite hilarious. We've got the Kirov map up here. We've got all kinds of maps over here. But yes, if I go to a different screen, I can actually point you out what maps are which. So if I go into here, I use this. United Kingdom's there. Ireland's there. Iceland's up here, I believe. Yeah, Reykjavik is right there. Brazil is everywhere over here. Spain is there. Paris. Poland. I believe that could be something like, if I can get a city up. There's Finland. There's Norway. There's Sweden. There's, I think that's, I can't know the name of it. Some of these are funny names. There's Romania. Over here somewhere is Russia, which I believe it is all somewhere. Oh, you got loads of it. But yes, guys, that's my drive for the night. But I am now saving this. I'm pressing the dot button to take away my stream overlay. And obviously, I shall see you all later. I shall be on again tomorrow at some point. It may be around the same time, so stay safe, look after yourselves, take care, and keep doing everything you're great at, and share all my streams and spread the name. Anyway, nice to meet you, Andrew Black. Nice to talk to you, Andrew. Nice to talk to you, Jack. RUK1. I shall speak to you all soon. I shall see you all on the next stream.